Hey there, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining me here tonight. We are working on the embroidery of the month. We are going to do some free motion quilting on it. We have our little kind of quilt sandwich all ready to go. We finished stitching it last night and we're going to do some fun stuff with this tonight. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for the beginning crafter. And I am here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's a time that we can relax and craft together. I'm here for about an hour, and I work through projects from beginning to end, so you guys can sew with me, stitch with me, be here for the whole thing. So, all right, you guys, again, we are still working on our embroidery of the month. This is our embroidery bundle for July. So there's only 2 more days left, today and tomorrow, for July. So then this will be going out of the shop. So if you want the digital PDF pattern alone, or if you want the bundle that has all the floss and fabric and everything, that is available just through the end of midnight Central Time tomorrow. So now's the time to grab it. I have an idea. We kind of talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I think I'm going to attempt to make this into a bag when we're done. So I actually have another piece that I want to sandwich together like this tonight. So we have two sides of a bag. So I'm kind of excited. I'll explain it a little bit, and then we'll get quilting. All right. Okay, so you guys, I have another piece of fabric here, and this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I have another piece of white, so this will be like the outside. Like if I wanted to do a bag where this is the front, and this is the back, and then the inside would be the back of our quilting, and then this would be the other back. This is some fabric from the Aurifil block of the month from the original one, the original block that I made, and I think it works just about right with these fabrics. So I thought this could be the other piece. So I want to make a square, you know, just like this, of white and that background piece, and I think that will be a whole nother piece that we will quilt and potentially quilt tonight. So I want to hurry up and get that done. But I think I'm going to attempt to do a bag. And I think I might work on this tomorrow here with you guys, just because now I'm excited about this. But I think I'm going to do a bag where instead of sewing the edges together, like instead of sewing this to the back and then putting a lining in, we already have the lining kind of built in with our quilting. So what I'm going to do instead is just seal the raw edges together with a bias tape. With bias tape that I either find somewhere in my house here, or that we make with maybe some more of this orange. And what that will do is on the inside, when these are together, it'll just be like there's a little bias thing sticking out on the inside of the whole piece. I think it's gonna work. I'm also gonna put a zipper in, so I'll find a zipper tonight, but I think it's gonna be okay. And I think I might be able to find an example in the house here, so I will show you that tomorrow as well. But tonight, let's just worry on quilting. I'm gonna quilt this front. It's pretty small. I don't think it'll take very long. And then I want to quilt a back piece as well. So I'm gonna start by just giving this a good press. Both of these are pretty wrinkly. I think it's a little, I have a little bottle that I think is just water here. I think it's actually rose water. If it ruins this fabric, then we'll see. But I'm just gonna spray this down because this is quite wrinkly. I don't think with a dry iron I would be able to get all these wrinkles out. Oh, there we go. That's working well. So with it a little wet, it will steam it just a tiny bit. Yep, I am going to have, Linda, I am going to have batting as well. So I still have my scrap batting out. I will put a piece of batting in here. We're going to basically do exactly how we did yesterday by sandwiching the 3 layers together. These layers will just happen to be a white piece of fabric, the batting, and then some of this orange. Let's see. I think we'll try and just get it out of this little section here. I think this too, I'll put a little spray on. A little mist. All right, and I think that is looking much, much better. All right, and I'm going to just kind of roughly cut this. Oh, so Lucy says, I've done the bias over the seam in a bag, but I did it after sewing the sides together. So I think that's what I might do as well. So I'm gonna be sewing it together. It's a little confusing, but I'm gonna sew a zipper in first while both sides are still separated. So like, let's say this is the front. Here, let's just get it. If so here's this, and let's say this is all quilted up already. I will put a zipper in first, and then I'm going to put the right sides together with the zipper. The zipper will already be done, and I'm actually going to make a box bag where I cut out the corners. We might even do that tonight, and then I'm just going to, along the side here, and then along the bottom, do that bias tape, and then we will do that boxed edge, which will give us like the depth of the bag, and then we'll run some bias along those 2 things as well. I think it's going to be easy. I think it's going to be fun, and what I'm excited about is this might be a great solution in the future. If I have some extra quilt blocks just laying around, I can quickly put them together with some batting, sew them up, and then some bias tape, and I think I can easily, with just excess blocks that you might have from a project, make like a whole pile of bags. I think it just might be a great use for spare blocks, those solo blocks, or what do they call that? Orphan blocks. That's it, orphan blocks that you may have just sitting in your stash. All right, I'm gonna just eyeball this. Let's just kind of make it the same width as this, maybe a little bit bigger, just because I think this is a little messed up, this fabric. Let's actually just make both of them the same size as this. I'm going to just use a scissors and cut across there and there. All this edge, we will trim this up later, so I'm not worried about... we're going to trim all these edges when we're done, so I'm not worried about raw cutting these edges, or, you know, if it's not the perfect size. We're just getting down and dirty and testing out an idea here. Okay, let's just trim this top piece. Got this, had this big cut in here that I wanted to get rid of. There we are. All right, nothing special there. Let's make our quilt sandwich. Let me get our batting again here. We'll cut a chunk. Ooh, let's find a more square area than that. Oh gosh, these are all just crazy edges. There. Oh, that's about perfect. Let's trim that. I'm just gonna make it all the same size. Normally, like if it was a huge quilt, I would not make these all the same size. But just with this little thing, and like I said, we'll be trimming it down. I'm going for speed. All right, just fine. Okay, and now I am going to tape down the back. I'm going to decide that's the right side. This is the wrong side. I'm going to get some of the painter's tape and tape that down again. I do, Gretchen, I do have tea towels in the shop. I have quite a few, so yes is the answer. I do have tea towels. What kind of batting am I using? Jolyn is asking. It's batting that I just had scrap laying around. It's not cotton. I think it's some sort of polyester blend. I've probably had it for over a decade, and this is probably just a tiny scrap from some other quilt. It's very thin. It drapes relatively nice. I think it's just some polyester blend. My guess is it was probably good for lightweight quilts. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But if I had to guess, a polyester blend. It's not cotton or wool or bamboo. I know that. Ooh, sounds good, Gretchen. All right, quickly just taping that down, just so it's all flat and so there's no bubbles or wrinkles. Then we can stick our batting on top. And throw our little white piece on top of that. Ooh, I had another idea too, you guys. I think, so I had these builder sets from Aurifil that had these really pretty orange colors for my Aurifil block of the month. I thought we'd quilt with this color, so it'll be pale. Like, it's not going to be as bold as this because it'll just be the one string, but I think it'll still be visible, and I think it'll just be like a nice, fun, decorative way to quilt. So we're actually going to quilt with a color on top. Still pretty neutral, but bold enough that on this white you'll be able to see it for sure. All right, and then I'm going to just throw, again, some of our basting pins in here to hold this little mini quilt together. Just starting from the middle and working my way out, kind of in all directions. This is so we don't get any puckers and wrinkles and stuff too. Oh, Tracy says that she has to use a certain batting for placemats. Yeah, something where you're dealing with, heat. Like if you're going to be putting a hot pot on it or something that just came off the oven, yeah, I would maybe do some of that, there's like thermal batting and stuff available that's able to deal with heat. That might be a good idea. Oh, I hope so, Gail. Gail says that should be cool, that color for the quilting. I do have the brighter colors, so these are the other two from that builders group of color builders set from Aurifil. And these are great, but I don't want to take too much away from the embroidery. I want the embroidery still to be the main idea. So I thought this light color would kind of get the idea across, and it actually really matches this fabric only color really well. So I went with that. The most neutral version of from that builder set. And I think it'll be really pretty just on the all white as well. All right, I'm going to just get 2 more pins in here and then we'll be done and ready to quilt. I think we're going to start with the scissors block, and then once we're warmed up, we'll do this back one. And I'm thinking on the back, I kind of want to do leaves like this. So like leaves with like flowers on top. So we can do some viney leaves. We'll add a little flower, add some more vines. We'll just like freehand it. And of course, not all of this will be in the bag either. So we got to kind of focus on, whatever is going to be on the inside here. It'll be more of like just an all-over pattern that if we cut any of it off, it's not going to be the end of the world. All right, so I'm going through all 3 layers here. We're done with that, I think. I don't think we need more than that. And I'm just going to take off all this painter's tape. And we have another little basted mini quilt here. I think this is going to be fun. And I'm using up more scraps, which I always always get a thrill out of. Okay. So there we are, our second little mini quilt. Fun. All right, we'll do that one second. And let's get all set up. Let's get the machine here. All right, so I will be using my 70s Kenmore. That's this feller. And I will be using my sew adjustable table as well. So let's scooch this over. Yep, we're plugged in good. And then here's my adjustable table, which I love. This is by Sewing Mates, so sewingmates.com. But this, it looks funny with all of these different screws and stuff, but it's so you can adjust it to any sewing machine, which is great because I've used this on that old Singer sewing machine. I've used it on the steampunk Kenmore machine, but it's nice especially for quilting because then I have my flat surface here, just like this. It's perfect for quilting. All right, I don't want to quilt both at once. Let's do the one. And I also have my Westerly decorative stitching foot on here. It's a 1/4 inch foot, meaning that it's a perfect circle, and then the needle goes in the middle, and it's like a perfect 1/4 inch radius. So the needle to the outside is a 1/4 inch, which is nice because if we go around this shape, we can go around again later and use this as a guide, and it'll give us like a nice 1/4 inch echo, basically. So, all right, let's get our fun thread all in here. This is fresh thread. I haven't used this yet. Oh, put the bottom back on. Oh, interesting. So, who just said that? Let me look at that quick. Okay, Linda says that a fun fact with Aurifil is that you can pop off the bottom. There you go. Unwind that little thread and then pop that back on. That's fun. Check that out. Boop. Never did that before. All right, I like it. All right, let's get that on. Thread this guy up quick. Gosh, it seems like ages, and this is my go-to sewing machine, and I haven't used it in ages. I still have not gotten the feed dogs fixed. So the feed dogs right now are stuck. They're not stuck, but they're in kind of the down position, and they come up, but if with any slight pressure, they want to go back down again. So there's something loose, or I gotta put a nice clean snip in this. There's something just not quite right with this yet. And I saw some how-tos on some vintage Kenmore Facebook groups, and someone else seemed to have the same problem, and I saved that, and I'm hoping to turn this upside down and unscrew it a little and see if that helps. But for now, it works great for quilting because I can keep the feed dogs down, and that's all I need. All right, you guys, I'm going to just completely jump into this without any warm-up or anything. We're just going to go do it. All right, so I do want to start in the middle. I'm just going to give myself some slack here. My gosh, it feels like ages since we've done this too. I think, do I want to go all the way in here at some point? I don't know. I think I'm going to start right here. Trying to think which direction would be easier for me. I think we're gonna go this way. Oh goodness, it's been a while. So I'm going to actually get my little rubber gloves here as well, and this will help me just move things along. Actually, I might use the grippets too. So I also have these little guys called grippets that I can just move slowly. Maybe I'll use these today. All right, so I'm going to start right here. I'm going to move a little bit so I don't hit my head here. There, why don't we go like this? And first I'm going to bring the thread up to the top. So I'm going to just go backwards in here. There we go. And pull up, and there we go. That brought up the bobbin thread from the bottom. I think I pulled it quite a bit. Yeah, that's more than what we need. All right, and then I actually want both of my threads underneath the foot. Okay. All right, I think we're ready to go. Let's get that foot down. See if everything's tight here. Yep. Ah, I think we're ready, you guys. I'm going to leave these long threads, but I will trim them off right away when we get started. I think I am actually going to move this guy out of the way too, because I want to get like this nice big arch, and that's going to be in my way. So let's put a couple stitches down. Gosh, I'm actually really nervous. I haven't done this in ages and ages. All right, let's do it, you guys. Okay, grippets, let's do it. All right, so I'm going to try and do the pedal faster than I think and move slower than I think. That's what I gotta keep in mind here. And the nice thing about these grippets is I can really hold down this fabric too. Oh gosh, I thought that sounded weird. Oh, I am not even threaded in the needle here, you guys. What the heck? What am I doing here? Was I always not threaded? I might have always not been threaded. Oh, I think when I brought the thread through, I did that in a weird way and I unthreaded it. But wow, this sounds different. I just am not used to this machine. It's so quiet compared to the other machine. Crazy. All right. How was I getting that thread from underneath before? I forget. Oh well, we're doing it like this. All right, now I think we're good. Nah, Lucy, I'm not practicing first. We're jumping right in. There. How this is going to end up is however it's going to end up. Oh gosh, and I'm crazy already. It actually does kind of feel like it's sticking a little bit. I don't have one of those super slider mats. Oh gosh, this smells funny too. Wow, okay. So it's not gonna just be totally slick, and I think I just gotta get into it again. Alright, I'm starting to feel it now. Obviously, this first little jog was pretty crazy, but I'm okay with it. I think I'm gonna go around, this is called echoing, where you go around a shape, and I think I'm gonna go around it again. I'm gonna just snip these guys now. I'm going to go around the shape again, just because I like that double echo. And then I think we'll decide what decorative stuff to do on the outside here. And I gotta definitely remember to breathe. I always hold my breath a little bit. Alright, I gotta remove that pin. I'm gonna remove this middle one right away. Yeah, DD, I think that's what I did. I lost my upper thread when I pulled the bottom. That was feeling awkward the way I was doing that, so. So I'm basically just using my foot as a guide. So I'm like a 1/4 inch away from my stitches here, roughly, because I'm not doing a terribly great job. But it's been a moment since we've done this, hasn't it? It's fun though. I'm feeling it again. It's coming back. It's pretty fun. Okay, so that was our first just kind of echo around there. I'm gonna just do a jump that I'll snip off later, and I'm going just a 1/4 inch away. And now I'm gonna go around that shape that we just did. I'm gonna do that again. So we'll have like another echo that'll make it like a little divider. And then once we get to this point again, then we'll decide like what are we doing on the outside here. I don't know yet, so start thinking. I'm thinking maybe something leafy, something flowery, just so we can kind of mimic the flowers. We could actually do like loopy flowers maybe. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. But think fast, it's gonna come up. Well, there's something about going in that direction that I'm not doing very well. Or it's just so humid that everything's sticking. That could be too. I'm gonna blame it on me. I'm sure everything else is fine. I'm sure I'm the one out of practice doing things weird. But if you have not done this for a while, ooh, I'm gonna get close to that pin. If you've not done this for a while, I would definitely recommend just practicing on another piece. Really, the back could have been my practice piece, but I thought, let's just go ahead and do it. Because I want to do like some pretty florally things on the back. All right, we did it here, you guys. Let me just kind of pivot so you can see. So there we go. We've kind of echoed around this shape twice. You can see it on the back. Oh gosh, yeah. I'm not stitching all that well. This is just good thing that's gonna be on the inside. Definitely getting into it again. My stitches are kind of crazy. But fun. Look at this color on here. I think, let's see if I turn the light off if you guys can see a little bit better. Maybe not, but when we're done I'll be able to show you. But this color is looking so cute. So cute. And I'm kind of looking at this, and it has like these fun ribbon things. It might be fun to just kind of keep coming off of there somehow. I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas here? Maybe you could do a small pebbles in the echo. Oh, that could smooth out the first line. That's a good idea. Why don't we do that? That'll make this center thing pop a little bit more too. So Barbara says trying doing pebbles. This might be a disaster too, but we could just do pebbles, which are just like little circles. Maybe we'll just, instead of being like so strict with pebbles, maybe I'll just try and do some loop-de-loop things in here. Because I think pebbles would take me a long time. But we could just try just doing like a loop, 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 loop all the way around. I'm sure I'll go outside the line. But that would be kind of fun, I think. And then we could do like another echo around that. Then it'll be a neat divider. And then I think maybe we just do some pointy squiggles or something on the outside. Or some leafy squiggles. Let's do that. We'll see how this goes. Oh, do a tiny flower of the loop to cover it up and make it like it was meant to be. That's a good idea. I'm gonna go into this. I've never gone into an echo thing like this, I think. Oh, I guess I am just kind of doing pebbles now. I'm kind of doing like an up and down loop. Like a loop one way and a loop the other way. Oh, this is kind of fun. So we're just doing a little squiggle in there. I have a feeling this could have been done way better with just like a computerized stitch like this, but I think it'll be fun. It'll add some nice texture to it. Some itty bitties like this. Full concentration mode. I literally, it's like I have my tongue out, like I'm a cartoon. A cartoon that's thinking real hard. Like Charlie Brown, like trying to write a term paper or something. This is actually looking really cute, I think. It's gonna make this embroidery pop too, I think. But yeah, you know what? I think for the rest, I am just gonna do just a quick, like all over, like kind of bloopy, leafy fill. Just because I am gonna be turning this into a bag, and a lot of it's going to be cut off. Not a lot, but it'll be like on the sides and the bottom. And I might cut off quite a bit of the top. We'll see. So, if you've watched me free motion quilt before, I mean, like I said, it's been a while, but I do have like a fear of these shapes that, you know, you're just drawing one line, right? So I have a fear of getting in and out of places. Like if I start a design, an all-over design, and then I can't find my way out of it. So we'll see how that goes tonight. Like my brain can't figure out how to get in and out of a place. So that'll be the challenge of filling up the rest of this place. Oh, I do want to echo around it one more time though. I do like that echo. That will set this off even more, I think. And then we'll have like the airy fill after that. And I'd like to try and quilt the other piece tonight too, so. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I want to get this one done and the other one done, and we just have a half hour here, so we're going to go around the bend again. We're going to do another echo. Alright, so I'm going to leap just a little bit over here again. Alright, and then we're going to echo this. Ooh, this is cute! Okay, I'm going to echo this, and then we'll do our quick fill, and then we'll switch to the back, and that I'm going to do like some feathery, because I love them, feathery, like, leafy, flowery, stemmy things. Alright, this second wave of doing this is much better than the first one, so that's good. We did kind of cover up that weird first stitching bloop, and got a little bit better this second time around, so that's good. My stitches look much better already. So that's good. I needed like 20 minutes of warm up, and now I'm feeling better. Okay, so we're back here. In theory, I want to come right out of this. I've got this little edge here. Alright, let me see what you guys are saying over here. Leaves and flowers first. Pelican will be tedious. I think we're talking about two different things. I almost looks like a lace border. Ooh, you're right, Sue. I think that's fun. Are you going to stitch inside the handles? I don't think so. I could, but yeah. I'm already this far out. I don't think I'm going to stitch in the handles. At first I was thinking I'd get a little bit closer to the edge, but then I just started, so that didn't pan out. I'm going to get rid of this guy now. So I think we're just gonna do, well, we could do like, why don't we do like bloopy flowery things? Okay, I think I got an idea here. Let's try this. We're gonna make them big too. So just like loopy, flowery bloops. I think this will kind of mimic our flowers. This is not good hand grips, but we're right close to the edge here. I don't think I'm going to get any closer to the edge. That's plenty good. It's all going to be cut off anyway. Alright, I'm going to kind of jump off that bloop and start a new bloop here. So we can just fill in this border edge. Ooh, like see here, I got myself stuck in here, now I gotta find my way out. So I'm gonna bloop around here. We're just doing little flowery bloops. They're not even flowery. They're just bloops. Alright, let's do... But it's coming along. It's kind of sweet, right? Alright. Oh, yeah, so thanks, Nolene. Yep, these are the grippets. What's nice is you can use them, especially with this guy, you can use it as a ruler, too, or an arch, like a rounded shape. And that's also where my adjustable table is from, too. Alright, we're going to go this way first. Come back this way. I'm not going to worry about like these various pockets because those are all going to be covered up when we do the other bit. Oh, see, now here I got myself trapped again, and here I thought I was being good. Not sure what this shape is, but we're getting out. Oh, that was odd. Oh well. Oh, while I'm here, let's remove this. Like, we're gonna go up here again, and I'll start another trio of bloops to fill in this area. I'm not doing well by these shapes, but oh well. This is the type of design that I need a ton of practice on, but that's what we're doing now, I suppose, right? We'll add a little squiggle in there. Well, we got the good first half done here. Oh, it's looking kind of fun. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's awfully cute still. All right. Ooh, and this orange is looking amazing. Okay, let's keep going here. Oh, Barbara says she likes the flower petals I'm doing. That's good. Oops, I feel like I always struggle with this sort of shape. This sort of echoing system where you make a shape and then echo it. Ugh, it's tough for me. Ooh, gosh. This is sometimes harder than working on a big quilt because I get close to the edge here and then it wants to play its own game here. All right, let's get rid of this. Cruising through, and then I'm gonna quickly do that other one yet tonight. I think that one will actually go fast because I'm gonna do petals and like feathery things, and I'm far more comfortable with that, which is interesting because sometimes people think that this style is so easy and that feathers are hard, and I actually think feathers are, I don't know, they make more sense to me, and I like them. All right, I was just thinking I was going to go back up here, but I think, because I do kind of have quite a bit of a space, but I think I'm actually going to cut this down eventually anyway, because I think it's going to be too tall for us, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to leave that extra inch on top. I think that's fine. All right, now where? We'll go like this. And make like a little one here. And then we'll come back and do a bigger one, I think. If I can figure that out. Ooh, see? I gotta stay on top. What I really gotta do is I just gotta keep my hands closer to the piece, and that, you know, I'm not a pro at this. There's a lot of movements that I should be more comfortable, or should try and get more comfortable with. I think this is fun though still. All right, now we'll work our way back. We'll do that little bloop in this corner. Again, I think that'll actually kind of get cut off. Ooh, this is tough close to the edge here. I think I'm going to use the glove just because I'm close to the edge. Oh, Lucy says I'm only doing good cursive L's. Yeah, I should have maybe done that. I have trouble with those actually, too. Just keeping those consistent. All right, let's just get in here and add a little small double bloop, and we'll try and work our way out of there again. And I think that will be just fine. I'm just gonna go to the edge where I'll be cut off anyway. I think that's it. I'm calling it. So let's get that needle up. Let's pull it out and take a look at it, and then we'll do that second side, which I'm pretty excited about. I like those petals, but let's take a look. It looks so fun. So, here, we'll get closer. But overall, like just like this, it's looking pretty cool, I think. So we've kind of framed the scissors, the embroidery. So I feel like we're still saying, hey, look at this. In the middle here, and eventually all of this, I think, you know, you won't see this, and actually this bottom, you won't see quite a bit of that because that will be the bottom of the bag. So when it's in bag form, you'll really only get like this call out in the center, and all this I think is going to go. We're going to crop that down. But yeah, ooh, it's cute. So we are really centering on that, and all of this just looks like frilly stuff on the outside, and I think once we crop it out, it's going to look even nicer. Oh, and this orange for the top stitching, that orange thread looks so cool. I definitely want to do this again where I use a different color on the top. That's fun. Okay, I think doing those swirls in there, that was a good suggestion because now we got like that bold border kind of holding this in. Like the dense, when you have that dense area and then you have this airy area, I mean, that adds a lot of contrast. It makes your eye go to the center. And then the back, this will be the lining. I mean, I can tell that my tension is crazy, so that's just from me moving too fast sometimes. So I'm clearly way out of practice. So we'll see how the next piece, if I do any better with that. But you know, you're hardly going to see this at all. This has a more blendy color on the back, and it'll be the inside of the bag. So this is definitely the showcase. So all right, I want to do this guy quick too. I think we can do this in 10 minutes or so. So for this, I think I just want to do like leafy, flowery things that kind of come off of each other or something. I think I'm just going to start, and I think we're just going to do one like kind of in the middle here. And this will be just, again, another all over texture. Maybe let's try and get a flowery shape on the inside. You know what? I'm going to flip this over so I can kind of see. We'll do a little flower like that, maybe with a little inside, and then so instead of, okay, so when I'm going to do this like a feather, but it's going to be like leaves, and instead of doing like another feather on the top, I'm going to do this flower, and then we'll come down and do more leaves. Okay, I like that idea. All right, let's just get going right away. Let me think how I would do that. I think I'm going to go up. We'll go to like the middle because, again, my focus for the bag will be the middle. I'll go up to here. We'll attempt that flower. Yeah, and then I'll come back down and then fill in with the leaves. All right, that's the plan. And I'm actually going to remove a lot of these pins right away. I think I probably didn't need these many pins with just this small piece like this. I'm just going to remove the ones that are going to be in my way. All right, let's give it a go. Oh, my bobbin tension looks too tight. I mean, that could definitely be. I don't really want to change the bobbin tension. That sounds a little scary to me, but, oh, let's bring the bobbin thread up again. I'm pretty sure that I just need to practice again with it. I think I'm just kind of moving not perfectly. I don't know. Luckily, that side doesn't matter so much to me, and I still think it's going to all hold together just fine. I think we'll try this one with the gloves on, see how that feels differently. Oh, the wrist string. So, John actually, oh, maybe you guys can't see. John actually got this for me for my birthday. It has a little bead on it, and it's just like this little string, and it's fraying, and it's coming apart. And the whole idea, it's a bracelet that he got from this store that I like, but it came with a note that said, wear it until it, like, make a wish. It says make a wish, or a couple wishes. It said make a wish, or two, and put the bracelet on, and then when you lose it somewhere at some point, because it's totally fraying, I mean, it is going to just go away at some point, and the bead looks like it's going to break and stuff. But when you lose the bracelet, then your wish is going to come true. So someone had some silly idea, but I like it. So that's what the string is. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm kind of in the middle now. That was a little quick too, hopefully. Oh gosh, yeah, this is looking horrible on the back. Luckily, I'm going to put a ton more stitches in, so I think we'll be okay. I just got to remember to go slow. And I probably have to clean all this too. All right, well, I'm going to attempt that flower now. I think I'm going to do like some outside bloops, and then we'll do a little inside. I mean, obviously this won't be a real looking flower. I would have to maybe draw that out, but we're gonna give it a go. I'm thinking about front petals, like if I want to get real crazy detailed here. But I think we'll just draw some bloops. Oh, now I'm getting paranoid. Let's just draw bloops and we'll assume it is a flower. This is probably a better pace. We'll have to see what this looks like. We'll do like a 4 petal thing, and then we'll put like an inside in that's maybe more. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Okay, I like it. All right, so now I'm going to go back down. Then I'll get up to do the petals. Let's see. Maybe I want to do the petals or the leaves as I go down, because then I'll end up at the bottom again. I think that's what I want to do. So let's do that. So I'm going to go here. And actually, we can have another branch come off of this too, but let's start out with a little petal. Like maybe there's like 2 little itty bitty petals at the top, and they get bigger as they go down. Not petals, leaves. Okay, so let's do a leaf. I think we're gonna go the center of the leaf first. And then we'll go around it, and it's gonna be a bloopy leaf. It's not gonna have a tip. It's gonna have a rounded edge. Okay, let's do this side. This is like the vein. Okay, these look crazy, but oh well, that's okay. And I'm actually gonna do another stem coming out of here. And maybe we have another flower coming out of it. Again, this is close to the top, so it won't quite be seen. It might get cut off, but we'll have the idea of it. Alright, it's gonna look cute, I think. Let's get rid of this pin. Oh, good, Rebecca. Yeah, you'll just share what you're working on with your free motion quilt. You know, I do a quilt, and then I'm not doing this for a while, so it's definitely feels like you gotta learn it all over again a little bit. Ooh, I'm kind of liking these leaves. They're kind of silly and fun. They're like super bloopy, but I like them. So this is a variation on a feather. I mean, I'm doing it kind of crazy, but I like it. All right, we'll do one more feather coming out, or leaf coming out of here. These leaves are silly, I like them. let's get rid of that pin. We're almost back to the bottom. I think I will just travel over to here and do another one, and then I think I'm just going to kind of echo around them and then be done. Smaller leaves at the bottom here. Alright, it's silly and fun. I like it. Alright, I was gonna page it over here so you can see. So we got like two little silly flowers. I think we'll come over here, and maybe I'll do a little baby one here, and then I'm gonna just come up this side, and then call it a day really, I think. Maybe I won't even echo around anything. Alright, so let's just travel on the bottom here. This will all get cut off. We'll add like a little bud here. How about that? And maybe it has a few little squiggles in. And a couple little baby leaves. Alright, and then it'll get some less baby leaves. They're fun. Alright, and then it'll get a little bit of a bigger leaf here. Alright, let me take out that pin. We'll travel to that side and do our last little bit of leafies, and then I think we'll be done here. We'll just leave it at this. And again, this is just going to look like an all-over texture, because, well, you know, you'll still see the leaf, or the, let's remove this pin too. You'll see this flower shape and everything still. I think I'll put one more flower in here. But a lot of it, I mean, it's just going to have an overall feel of some fun texture, I think. Oh, thanks, Nolene. Nolene says it's mesmerizing watching you free motion quilt. Very relaxing. That's good. How do those gloves feel quilting? They're nice. I kind of like them, Kathy. They do have the rubber grip on it, so I do feel like it's moving everything really nicely. The grippets are nice, but sometimes just like the holding them down and picking them up, I don't like as much as just having the gloves on. But I do like that I can like see through them really well, and they're just really fun actually still. But sometimes, I don't know, I kind of trade off. I'm not quite sure which I like better yet. It's nice to not have something on my hand, that's for sure, compared to this, but oh well. Alright. I'm going to just kind of arch up this way. We'll do a flower, I don't know. I want to get a leaf in here somehow. I don't know. Let's just draw a line and see where it lands. Little curvy line. There, I think we're going to do flower here. Oh, my foot's coming loose here. Let's get that back on. Ooh, that could be a big problem. Okay, that was kind of getting jostled around. All right. Let's, oops, needle wasn't down. Let's just add leaves here, and then I think we'll just add, I don't know, somehow some leaves going on in here too. It's cute, I like it. We're gonna add your little baby leaves. Alright, then you get your real leaves. Alright, I'm going to remove that pin. I'm actually going to remove all the other pins. So we're going to go hair over, but I think we'll be done in like 5 minutes or so. Then tomorrow we'll try and sew this into a bag. I'm not quite sure how fast that will go, but hopefully not too bad. Get it all the way to the edge here. Make a little one here. Ooh, got a little stuck. Okay. Whenever I'm not talking, I'm probably holding my breath, I'm realizing. Alright, so don't want to do that. Let's put one more little leafy in here. And then I think we're done for those leaves. And I'll travel to the top somehow. Because we got a little area up top here that we need to do. Okay, these are pretty cute though. Alright, just so you can see again, here's what we got. Another kind of fun, bloopy, stylized, leafy guy there. Let's just get ourselves to the top. So this all for sure will be trimmed off. But we need to address like this little area here. I think I'm going to just come over here and act as if there's a couple leaves and be done. So again, I think I'm going to cut off the top of this anyway when it's in the bag. So we just need like a leaf to come down here. And maybe as if it came down here a little bit. Maybe this is the next flower, so let's do a little baby leaf here. Alright, and I think that's really all we're going to need for this. I'm going to just come up to the top here and be done Wow, so it feels like ages since I've done that. That was good practice because we're gonna have to do this again for like the Splendid Sampler quilt and just every once in a while getting in some free motion practice just to rejigger the brain again, I think, really. But there's this. I think it's cute. So I tried to not necessarily exactly mimic this, but like, you know, these same sort of flowers with the leaves that come out on both sides. I think we did like a fun version of that. So again, top will be gone, sides and bottom will, you know, the bottom will be part of the bottom. The sides will be kind of sewn in. So ultimately, we're going to be left with, I don't know, something kind of like that, and that's not too bad. That's kind of cute. I like it. I kind of probably come down a little further with this leaf, but I think it's fun. So an overall kind of texture. Ooh, the inside's pretty cute too. The light thread on this orange. So there we go. That'll be the front and back of our little bag. And then we'll have our inside. So tomorrow we will cut these down. And we'll figure out how tall we want it. And we'll cut out our little squares. That's how we'll make our little box pleated bag. So both sides will have a little seam in the bottom like this, but that's going to make it's going to make the bag angle up like this as a whole. But it's going to give like a big base to the bag, so that'll be kind of fun. And then I'll find a zipper. We'll put a zipper in, but I think this is going to be all about those little bias tapes that we put on it. And I think we'll need one at the top before we put the zipper on, just because I don't want all this exposed on the inside. But all the rest of the edges we'll leave raw, and we'll just cover them up with the bias tape. Cute! Well, that was fun tonight. I'm really happy with this. I suppose I could have gotten more. This seems more densely stitched than the back, so maybe they don't go together all that well, but it is kind of fun to have it a little different too. If you want the dense side, you can look at that. If not, you can just flip it around to the back. This would be a fun way to make bags in general, though. Just practice free motion quilting on a bunch of scraps and then turn them into bags. All right, you guys, I'm going to flip you around and we'll call it an evening here. All right, so let me show you from this angle here. Maybe you can tell a little bit better. So there we go. The lighting's a little bit different. So there you can see kind of what we got going on here. All right, and then here's the back. That's cute. I like it. That's going to be cute. So I'm like cropping it in the frame here. It's going to look more like that. Fun. All right. So that was fun to just play around like that. Thanks for the suggestion a couple days ago. And now I'm excited to make this into a bag. So I think that's what we'll work on tomorrow. I will do some digging around the house to see if I have some bias tape. Otherwise, we will have to make our own, which is fine. It just takes a little bit of time. Yeah, and I'll find a zipper too. I know for sure I have a zipper somewhere. So thank you, you guys. This was fun. I will see you tomorrow, and we will finish this up as a bag. Have a great evening, all. Good night.